The thing to keep in mind is the processes and the way to go about it is very, very similar. So if you have the tax lien and deed skills, you can easily go and get some of these seized properties. So let's chat about here. Let's chat about some of the differences here. All right. All right. So government seized property is generally acquired through law enforcement actions, such as like seizure due to criminal activities. You know, when you're watching those Netflix shows and then they're like, yeah, this big drug dealer or this money launderer or whatever. You always wonder, like, man, wonder what happened to all these mansions. Well, these mansions go for sale at the government seized properties. And that's the last video. We showed some pretty big mansion, and then we showed some farmland that had some questionable activities with giant greenhouses. I wonder why that was seized, right? Whereas the over-the-counter deeds are due to lack of payment on the property taxes, right? And the reason for sale is different as well. So a government seized property is going to be sold due to confiscation, right? Based on legal violations that the person has made. And then with the tax deeds, remember, only when it goes over the counter is it seized by the government. So you're probably going to see a higher quality of property going to the confiscated properties, right? And a lot of the seized properties will go to auction. And if there are some of those that didn't sell at the auction, it'd be basically like an over-the-counter seized property. So that is great. Now, one of the benefits of like a seized property and an over-the-counter, more so seized property, is if it's really nice, a lot of the times they'll do like open houses. You can go, you can see it, you can get it inspected, where an over-the-counter deed that is just sitting there, you know, you have to do your own due diligence, which is the name of the game and why we do it. So that's another difference, right? Once again, when you are buying these properties, a lot of the times you might have to clear title, which isn't a huge deal. It's the same thing with tax liens and deeds. You may have to use a company like Tax Title Services to get a clear title so that you can, maybe it just comes as like a quit claim deed or things like that. So you'll just have to clear the title. All right. Moving on, right? So often a lot of these seized properties can be in sometimes better condition, like I mentioned, than the tax deeds. And you'll have all sorts of different types of properties.